I'm back with more Big Brother, but not just any Big Brother. Big Brother Australia! Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's my favourite and I'm on episode 3. At the start of the episode, Abiola and Coco were talking about the love triangle in the house between Holly, Colin and Vinny. And Colin is all over Holly, right? It was a wee bit uncomfortable to watch, but she was obviously letting him cuddle her and stuff, right? So I don't think he's being sleazy or anything like that. It was just a bit weird because I was thinking, is she even interested in him? They were also saying Vinny's into her, but he's playing it cool. I tell you what, Michael fancies the pants off her as well. He keeps on like encouraging her to wind people up and all that. I can't stand Michael. Coco was in the diary room saying, I think that Holly and Colin are going to kiss if they haven't already, but I think she would tell me. See if Holly kisses Colin, he will literally piss his pants with excitement, and I would bet money on it. Bruce, Maya and Michael were having a conversation. I was in work at the time because I didn't have time to watch this in the morning, and I was listening to them talking and thinking, are you fucking kidding me, right? And they were talking about equality in wages when it comes to men and women, and Maya was saying, you know, there is men, they get paid more in the same jobs, and there is so many jobs that men and women get paid the same because it's a flat rate, but once you get into like CEO jobs and all that kind of thing, there is a difference, right? So I don't know why they're saying, oh, all you have to do is work, men are more competitive. Ugh. Absolute idiots. They've got one brain cell between the two of them. And to make matters even worse, Bruce says, oh, in the caveman times, the women stayed at home and looked after the kids and the men went out and hunted for the food. Really, Bruce? In the caveman times? You're going to bring back the caveman times? Well, do you know what? In the early 1900s, they used to give women lobotomies for being horny. Should we bring that back? Back in the day, they used to take their disabled children and lock them away in basements or discarded them. Should we bring that back? Many things have happened in the past that should probably stay in the past. So what the fuck are you talking about, Bruce? Shut your fucking mouth. Maya was gobsmacked. She managed to sit there and kind of laugh it off, and she was saying, I can't believe this conversation. I would have brought them down to this. The actual conversation was so fucking stupid, and Michael and Bruce are clearly red pill males, right? And apparently there's a big problem with that sort of thing in Australia, and I can see it. And it's not as if I don't think Bruce is a nice guy to a certain degree, but just that comment annoyed me, and I'll probably not like him the whole rest of the season now. As for Michael, I can't fucking stand him. He's a smug prick. When he had to vote for most to least educated, he was putting the older people first and says, oh, people might see the grey hair and think I'm educated. After that comment, nobody's thinking that. The shopping challenge continued where they had to put them most to least. Alana had to vote them most to least attractive, and see, before she even went into the diary room, I knew that it was going to be that question. This is the one question that I wouldn't have wanted to answer. And out of anything, I always say I don't care what people think and all that, right? But I think that this is the one that would most likely hurt my feelings. But then I thought, not really, because if I was in Big Brother UK and it was most to least attractive, I would automatically go to the end, because the chances are I'm going to be the oldest or one of the oldest in the house. And I'm not skinny, so put me at the end, it's fine. But for some people, it wouldn't be nice to be put at the end. So she put Holly first, and basically Connor put himself at the end. They had to vote for who was most to least annoying, and I can't remember who they put least, but they put Maya most annoying. Vinny had to vote for who's most to least memorable, so he put Maya last. And they were saying, how can you be most annoying but least memorable? It doesn't make any sense. When the housemates got the results, I wanted them to actually show you the full vote of the Australian public. Is there somewhere that I can find that online, like the actual results? Now, maybe they didn't show it because, let's face it, that's not going to be great for your mental health, is it? But when the results came out for most to least attractive, they didn't win any points for that at all. And everybody's like, oh my god, I'm so shocked. Holly's not the best looking in the house. Oh my god. Some of the guys were sitting talking about it and they're in absolute disbelief that Holly wasn't voted the best looking. And then somebody says, oh, you better watch because if there's a lot of older women voting, they might be voting for Michael. Not after the conversation he had in that fucking episode. Now, we have seen some people talking about Edward in the house and saying he was good looking. My pal fancies the pants off him. He's not my type. I don't really like to judge people on looks if I'm being honest. But if I had to choose, if I was in the house and I had to choose, I probably would have put Vinny as number one, even though I don't like moustaches. But I think that he's going to appeal to more people. I don't know actually. Let me know in the comments if you voted, if you're Australian. Hello, welcome. Let me know if you voted and who you voted for. Hopefully I'll be getting more Australians in to watch my videos because not a lot of people in the UK watch it unfortunately, so I'll just be sitting here talking to myself like an idiot. So anyway, they won £250 towards the shopping budget and they won £25,000 towards the final prize. Thank God, because I was only moaning yesterday that the final prize was only £100,000, which is only 49,500 UK pounds. Let's face it, that's piss poor. Alana was sent in to do the weekly shop. $250 is not a lot, particularly if Big Brother is charging the prices that I've seen on Australian TikTok. I try and hang about over there a wee bit because it's my dream to actually go to Australia at Christmas. I'm manifesting it. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. So she went in to do the shop, but it's an absolutely stressful job, and she did her best, right? So she came in with only 3 bags, and there was 12 of them at that point in the house. Connor, although he has been a bit of a dictator, is 100% right. We need to ration these things. Holly says, you shared a Kit Kat with that person, I shared a Kit Kat with you, I shared a Kit Kat with you. Connor's instantly like, you've had a full Kit Kat. You've had a full Kit Kat. Everybody else has only had half a Kit Kat. Aye, okay, it sounded as if he was going a bit over the top, but he's right, they need to ration it. And if I'm being honest, if that was me and I was that concerned, I would say, guys, this is my 1 Kit Kat, or I'm going to take my half a Kit Kat, or I'm going to take my packet of crisps. This is my rations, right, that I'm going to keep in my room, and I don't want anybody to touch them. And as for the cooking, see if you're going to be putting at food in a way and like sneaking into the fridge and taking stuff, I'm just going to make my own meals and you can all cook for yourself, because I'm not getting involved in this. And Holly is just so fucking selfish, and I didn't like her when she first went in, and then she was growing on me and I thought I've misjudged her. But no, she's going, oh, but we'll get more food, how the fuck do you know you're going to get more food? How do you know you're going to get more food? It's Big Brother Australia. For all you know, once you're out of food, that's it, you're on water. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he brought in the slop. Don't just fucking expect Big Brother Australia to be handing shit out for free. You're not in the UK. I mean, I can't remember if it was Big Brother Australia or Canada. Please remind me if you watch them all. But at one point, they ran out of toilet roll and they went in and says, oh, Big Brother, we've run out of toilet roll. And he says, well, what are you going to do? And he says, can we get more toilet roll? And he says, no, it's in the shopping budget. And he says, well, what are you going to do? And he says, well, you're going to have to use your hand, you're going to have to use a rag. So they decided to cut up a towel and use that. That was brutal. I must admit, I couldn't do without toilet roll. But, you know, that's Big Brother for you. When Alana was in doing the shopping as well, they were saying, oh, we need coffee, we need wine. We need wine? Do we fuck? It's food and that's it. No cunt needs wine. I mean, I don't drink coffee and tea, but I'm not going to tell people they can't get it. There's literally no need for wine or any alcohol. The 13th housemate was voted in and it was Jane. Connor found her, so she's up for eviction. And the boys were kind of showing her around the house and they're like, this is her podcast and stuff, and they were interviewing her, which I found a bit performative, but at the same time it was kind of entertaining. In the end, Jane went into the diary room and everybody was away hiding. I actually seen this live, and when she came back, she's going, guys, where are you? Where is everyone? Where is everyone? It was doing my nothing. I don't know why, I just find her kind of annoying. I think it's because she says she doesn't wear sweatpants. But let me know what you thought of episode 3, and I'll hopefully have time to make a video and see you again tomorrow. Bye!